Alrighty.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not the type to take.
What is going on, everybody? Crypto Soldier coming back at you right now. Hey, gonna go share some stuff with you guys. Hopefully you're interested in this. It's made me some money. So well, I guess let's get rolling with it already. So what I've come here to talk to you guys about today is something that's completely different and revolutionary. It's called Market Cipher. Another YouTuber, if you look down in the description, Crypto Face came out with this. He just did a stream with Crypto Crow. And it's impressive, especially coming from me, who has absolutely zero knowledge in trading whatsoever. I've been pretty impressed with the results. Also, PACTG, which is Passive Aggressive Crypto Trading Group. Yeah, I think I got it right. That's Kenny, IBG Crypto, or IBYG Crypto, I think is what it is. Well, Kenny, if you're in the chat, go ahead and correct me on that. But anyway, he has a trading group. It's been doing really well with me. He teaches you kind of like when to get in, when to get out. He's got a signals group. It costs like 1 ETH to get a consultation with him. But it's not just the consultation that you get. You get to join the group, and in the group, you get to ask questions all the time. Hey, when's a good time to get in? Should I hang in there a little bit longer? Should I get out? Things along those lines. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch over to the Market Cipher in my trading view and kind of break everything down for you as best as I can. So I'm going to share my screen. Where's my screen share at? There it is, screen share. And let us share. Yes, share my entire screen. Listen to me. Aren't you listening? Yes, share. All right, there we are. So this is Market Cipher, and I know what you're thinking right now. You're looking at this and you're like, oh my freaking God, what the hell am I looking at? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break it down for you a little bit so you can kind of understand it. Right now it's on the 5-minute chart. Let me bust this out to the 4-hour chart, because that's usually where I start. And this is the Bitcoin chart right here, Bitcoin USD. And I will start peeling away the layers. I know it looks like a lot to look at right now, but let me peel away these layers. So I'm going to come up to here, and I'm going to shut off. Where's it at? I'm going to shut off Market Cipher A, Market Cipher SR, which is support and resistance, and Market Cipher B. All right, so now you're looking at basically a standard chart. This is what you can get on any free account with TradingView. And as you can see, Bitcoin is up to 11,948, between 11,831 and 11,948. It's bouncing all over the place, but it is going basically parabolic. I exited my trade recently because I'm looking for a correction to happen. I might have done the wrong thing, but it was kind of scary for me to be in there. I'm happy that I got out. I did make a profit, and I will show you guys my profit logs. So basically, you'll come up here to indicators, and I'm going to activate them one by one. Invite only scripts, and I'll hit Market Cipher A first to start off. All right, so these waves right here, these are EMAs, just like moving averages and whatnot. So I'm not really sure what the wideness of the bands mean or the ribbons mean. Crypto Face has multiple videos on it, and also Flopping Groper has it also. And the links to their YouTube pages are in the description below. And right here, what I do understand, though, and that's what I'm going to talk about, only things that I understand clearly, is when you see a diamond like this, or like not a diamond, but a triangle, a little blue triangle, that means it is a reversal of what was previously happening. When you get a little green circle right here in market cipher A, and this is on the 4 hour. So the further back you spread out, the better, I wouldn't say the better, but the more solid that the indicator is. So I'm pulled out on the 4 hour chart right now, and I've got this green indicator. And as you can see, that is a sign. And what that does is it basically tells you like, hey, I might want to go long. Now, mind you, on the 4 hour chart, you're going to go long, but you see what's been happening. So if you set, like in this situation, when I catch an indicator like this, I usually set up for a low leverage trade. And to me, a low leverage trade is something around 5x. I do not set a stop loss. And what's wonderful about Bybit, my Bybit link is in the description also. It's free to sign up. You can sign up with multiple accounts, as many as you want. It doesn't break the rules. If you're a U.S. citizen, make sure you set up a VPN. I got a VPN on every computer that I got right now. So I'm running 2 PCs right now. What's up, ECR? Good to see you here. Appreciate your consistent support over the past year. But anyway, when you look at this, when you get this green indicator right here on the 4 hour chart, or the wider out you go, the more solid the indicators are. And you get a blue diamond, which just basically means a blue diamond means whatever happened before, it's going to do the opposite. So you see it went down before, and now it did the opposite. It's going to go up. And you get a green indicator basically here on the 4 hour chart to kind of confirm it. And as you can see, these little, I call them kind of pea green diamonds right here. These are basically, I wouldn't call them confirmations, but they're kind of like showing a consistent bullish trend up there. And when you get a red diamond like that, it is showing basically a bearish trend, a continued bearish trend. But the thing is, on a 4 hour chart, you don't have to stress about that much, because if you would have gotten in right here at, let's say, let's see, let me zoom in on that a little bit more. If you would have gone in right here when this green dot came up at 8,013 on 12 June 2019, and I have two Bybit accounts. I have one that I long on, and what I mean by long on, I mean like I'm going out, way out. Like it's one of those accounts, I call it my set it and forget it account. So when an indicator like that pops up, I just kind of set it and I forget it. And as you can see, we've been moving for a while, onwards and upwards. And if you would have gotten in right there, you're talking about 11,972. That is a massive, massive gain. Now, some of you might be looking at this and be like, okay, yeah, whatever. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But let me zoom in a little bit. I'll go to the 1 hour chart, and that's going to get all funky on me right here. Squeeze that in a little bit. All right, here's the 1 hour chart. And I know guys, I need to upgrade my fan or I just upgraded my computer, and it's got like hellacious RAM, it's got hellacious everything, it's mega fast. I've got a solid state drive on this son of a bitch, and it's fast, but the fan isn't keeping up with it. So on this chart, you'll see something that's a little bit different. You'll see red X's. That's kind of like a confirmation of a continued bullet or a bearish trend. So you see it kind of came up, came down, came up, came down. Now I'm gonna dig a little bit deeper in this and show you guys everything, all the other indicators that are out there. So I think I'm going to show you now. Here, I'll pull in even closer. That's the 1 hour. This thing's kind of golden on the 15-minute, at least in my opinion. So right here on the 15-minute, it's kind of more of the same. But as you see, like back here, you get additional indicators the closer you pull in. The last time I pulled in was on the 12th. But when you pull in closer, you're getting more indicators of trends that are probably going to, or indicators that are basically letting you know what the future is going to happen. Now, the real juicy one, I'm going to save to the end, because you always want to save the best until the end. And that is the Market Cipher B. And that thing, I'm sorry, I'm in the military. I cuss every once in a while, but the only way I can describe it is that it's completely tits. It's absolutely tits. Tits are good. It makes everybody happy. But anyway, let me show you guys Market Cipher SR next. Go up to indicators, SR. And there it is. All right, so it's showing you support and resistance. So this is support down here, these yellow lines, and this is resistance up here. And then also what you get with Market Cipher support and resistance, or SR, you get this line right here that juts up. Like when you see a 90-degree turn, that's letting you know that there's probably going to be a gap there that needs to be eventually filled. Now, we are dealing with crypto, as you all may know, and it doesn't behave like normal markets. But what the beautiful thing about Market Cipher is you can pick any market out there, Bitcoin, Ethereum, any crypto out there, it works. You can do conventional stocks, S&P 500. You can do NASDAQ. You can do any stocks under there, and the same system works. So SR gets a little bit, it makes everything kind of look a little busy. So let me delete A for now. Okay, now you're looking at the support and resistance. Let me zoom in a little bit further. Grab this down here so you can kind of see it. So now the more dots on the bottom you get is more stronger lines of support. So as you can see right here at this little like skinny dick, like spaghetti dick candle down here, this red one, that was the last line of support, and it is held there at 11,059. So the more dots you have, the more stronger that support level is. And then the same kind of goes for the purple dots. The higher the purple dot lines, the more dots you have in that purple line, the more that you have in resistance here. As you can see right now, we have currently broken over this resistance on the 15-minute chart right here. So Waba, haven't heard from you in a while, brother. So it says, Soldier, I heard if you go long for a long time, they will charge you fees every day that you're in that trade. As far as I know, I haven't noticed that with Bybit. I don't play with BitMEX anymore. The fees on Bybit are tremendously low. I mean, I market open and I market close all the time because it's so damn cheap. Now, if you're staging yourself out for multiple trades and multiple entry points, which you can do that, you can send multiple limit orders for X amount of contracts meaning US dollars or whatever currency you want to kind of go with. You can set up like different entry points as it's going up and kind of dollar cost average in and then dollar cost average out as it's going up and down. But okay, let me get rid of Market Cipher SR and let's go to the real good meat and potatoes here. I'm going to activate Market Cipher A and also Market Cipher B. Now this is where everything gets really exciting. At least it's exciting for me. So Market Cipher B has what we call a bullish and bearish divergences. I'm going to set this on the 4-hour chart right here. All right, let me kind of squeeze this in a little bit so we can kind of see everything that's going on. And we will check the veracity of how accurate these charts are. Okay, they call me Mike. I've already plugged Mr. Crypto Face and Flopping Groper for all their videos, and this is definitely his product. with his mentor, his trading mentor. They created this together over a 2-year period of time. They've been testing it, as far as I know, for about 1.5 years or more than 1.5 years. And it's been proven. And they just released this a few months ago. And the customers are growing and growing by the numbers. But I don't know if he's ever going to raise his prices on this or whatever. They call me Mike, but I'm absolutely positively giving credit. If you look down in the description, I am absolutely not claiming this as my own. I can't claim it as my own because I can't sell it to anybody because it doesn't belong to me. So if you want to know how to get a hold of Market Cipher, look down in the description. Go to Crypto Face's page. Under most of the videos that are marked as Market Cipher, in the description, he will give you a link to his Discord page. In the Discord page, there will be an instructional section on how to basically join into Market Cipher. You'll probably pretty much sign up under his referral link. And like I said, I have 2 accounts, and one is signed up under Crypto Face. Another one is signed up under IBYG Crypto, which is Kenny, who's been teaching me how to trade. And I've been very successful. And I will show you my profit charts and where I started and where I am right now. And I've only been doing this for 2 weeks, and I've been testing it thoroughly. Basically, I'm excited about it to the point where I'm really willing to share right now, and I somewhat know what I'm talking about. I'm probably going to screw something up, but I definitely invited Crypto Face to come in on the chat. I also invited Flopping Groper, but they might either be sleeping or busy or out on the town. I have no idea. But let me explain to you, and I might get this wrong, guys, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is Market Cipher B, and it's basically you're showing you your stochastic RSI lines right here, and it looks like a big conflagration of all kind of other stuff. But right here, the big thing that you got to look for is you see this green part right here. I mean, we got some yellow, we got some reds. This is, I think they refer to this as the VWAP, which is the what is it? Volume weighted moving average or something like that. Anyway, to put it into layman's terms, simple soldier terms right here, when you see a big, fat, green section right here covering over the blue stuff, over the blue line, or over the middle, over the 0 point, that's a good thing. Those are transactions that are moving back and forth. The more it's transacting, the more volume there is, the more validity is to what you're looking at. Now, let's look over here. These green indicators on the Market Cipher B, let me see if I can expose that a little bit better. There it is. On the Market Cipher B, when you get a solid green indicator like this on B, it's time to go in, and it's time to typically go in long. And do not plan on day trading this because I am on the 4-hour chart. So this is one of those, this is what I usually set up on my I call it my set it and forget it account. So this is what it's kind of predicting the bottom right here. And as it predicts the bottom, you will find an entry at some point down here. But if you look right here, where this green dot is, if I can center in on a little bit more right there, you got this candle right here, and it's showing at 74.64, and look at where we're at right now. So even if you set up a very, very safe 5x long, you're going to make insane profits. And even if you didn't get in on this one down here, you could have got in on this one right here on 12 June, which is where that huge spike up just came up right now. And right now we're sitting here at 25 June today. So if you guys want to learn about Bybit and whatnot, on Bybit, the fees are tremendously lower than BitMEX. It is so simple to use, ridiculously simple. And I'll even show you a live example here. But let's see here. I got some. Bybit has funding fees every 8 hours. Okay. After you explain, Marcus, can you talk a little bit about sprinkling some more in the trade about leverage? Yes, I can, Waba. Be more than happy to. Right now, there's got to be a correction or a snapback, because I mean, like right now, this is a very parabolic move. Excuse me while I sip my cocktail. Anyway, okay. Oh, one thing I left out: bullish and bearish divergences. So when you have a line that breaks above this blue line right here, I don't know if you guys see my pointer. I hope you do. When it breaks above this blue line and this light blue thing here, this is when it's kind of soaring. And if you look here, that's exactly what it's doing. It's kind of soaring right here. Now, when you get to this pinch point, when you see it pinch off like this, you know, like the under boob of a female, when you get it to pinch off right there, that's probably when you should be getting out. Now, when you get a large hump like this that's breaking over this, that means it's a bit oversold. And when you're getting a pinch point like this, it could very well be an opportunity to short. Now, if you look straight up above my arrow, you see where my little white dotted line is moving? If you would have gotten out right here, you would have pretty much gotten out at the peak. And then you see you have a bearish run where it comes down here. Now, from here to here, and I'm not very good at drawing because I'm very new to trading with you, but from here, the top of this line, to here, now you got a big dump. So you got a hump over here and a hump below the line with a large push upward that typically indicates there's going to be a dump. So as you can see, it tells you before it happens. Right here, and look down at the line. If you would have gotten out right there where the pinch point is at, you would have gotten out safe. And then see what it does. You get this big flaccid candle that comes down here to another pinch point. As you can see at another pinch point, if you would have gotten a long right here, you would have made some profits. Some light profits, but you would have gotten there. Oh, look at this. Another mound creeping up here. And there's the pinch point. When you see that pinch point, you can pretty much know that it's going to be coming back down again. And this is a pretty large dump. You're talking about a dump from 87.49.10 all the way down to 74.35.82. And at that point, that's when you could have gotten in. When you get that green indicator on the bottom there on Market Cipher B, you know that's money right there. And then you get this, what we call a bullish divergence. You see how this is dipped over this blue line down here, and then dipped all the way down to 77.58. And then you have a second dip right here, and you see what happened right afterwards. It is skyrocketed. This is the only indicator that I've run into, folks, that tells you what's going to happen before it happens. I mean, on the 4-hour chart, which is what I'm sitting on right now, on the 4-hour chart, this is better than any freaking lending platform, better than anything that's out there that I've seen and heard of, where you know what the market's going to do before it does it. So when I sit down in the morning or whenever I feel like sitting down in front of my PC, I put it on the 4-hour chart and then I squeeze it in little by little. I go from the 4-hour, I come over to the 2-hour. All right. And here on the 2-hour, you're going to get more indicators. Spread this out a little bit. So Waba, you were asking me, hey, what's up, PJ3? Haven't talked to you in a long time, man. So good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining the stream. But anyway, so what you're looking at right here, and I made these little things, white things activate. All right, so what you're looking at right here, Waba was asking me, how does the sprinkling work? Well, I wouldn't really do that on the 2-hour chart. I would probably go to 15-minute, kind of squeeze in a lot further and adjust it. So let's go real time right now. So what I'm looking at real time, open this up a little bit, make these candles a little bit bigger. All right. So here's a perfect example of sprinkling. So you're watching now. mind you, this uprising is not what I call typical. It's not something that I'm used to as a newbie, novice trader. I'm like, my brain is empty. I'm just looking at pretty colors on the screen and they make sense to me. Okay, when I see like really bright circly little line, like circle thing right here, that tells me, hey, you better buy in right now because some really cool stuff is about to happen. So they however Crypto Face set this up, and however Flopping Groper and Crypto Face's mentor who helped him, who taught him how to trade and helped him design this thing, whatever where they're pulling this information from, is freaking golden. Because on the 15-minute chart, so 24 June at 1800 hours at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, if I would have made a buy right here and made a long, I could have just jumped all the way up to here. And let's see here. When did we start moving down? Right. I mean, there's a dip right here. There's a dip right here. So, but the sprinkling would have happened right about, not here, but right about here. So basically, I'm still very new at this, guys. I'm still very new. What's up, Bones? Great to see you, man. So I'm still learning right now. Now, what I do know is when you have this light blue, kind of like this light blue section right here above the dark blue, and you get to that pinch point, that is your key to, if you're going to short or day trade per se, that is going to be your key. That's going to be your money maker, that the price is going to drop. How low it's going to drop, I don't know. But when it drops below this zero line right here, you see this zero, like this 0.00 right here? When it drops below that and it curves down right here and you get to another pinch point, you know you're coming back up again. So when I get to this point, and honestly, these little diamond red candles don't really signify anything to me. I mean, they don't make me concerned. When I see a red X candle like that, with that red X on there, it's more of a confirmation of a more bullish trend. I really wish Face or Flopping and Groper would be on the stream with me, because I know I'm probably talking out of my ass on some of this stuff, but I'm just letting you guys know what I'm doing, how I read this market cipher indicator thing. So if you would, at this point in time, I would be dollar cost averaging, or what he calls sprinkling in. I'll be adding to my position right here. So 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 1,000 here, and I'll also dollar cost average on the way up again until I get this pinch point right here. So yesterday at 9:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time, I probably would have added a little bit more right here, and look what happened afterwards. Now we're on a tear. Now, mind you, there is going to be a correction coming. We could be watching it as we speak. Let me drill down to the 5-minute chart and see what that looks like. Holy Christ. Let me fix myself. Let me check myself before I wreck myself. Now, one thing I haven't seen here on these charts lately is the manipulation X's. And let me see if I can find it here. There should be a yellow, big, giant, buck off, yellow X. And that is supposed to indicate manipulation. And I believe Crypto Face said that that manipulation is 80 to 90%. The price is going to be going down. Let me pull it on the 1 minute, or maybe the 3 minute usually has a bunch of them. Because if you're trading on a 3 minute, you're going to run into that stuff a lot more often. Come on, where are you? Let me see something. Let me squeeze this up. I know I've seen it a bunch of times before. And just not agreeing with me right now, just because I'm doing a freaking live stream. Oh, there they are. The yellow X's of doom. Let me stretch that out. So, I don't know what the secret sauce is. I know the market cipher is the secret sauce. So, when you run into these yellow X's, I call them yellow X's of doom. That means the market is being manipulated by whales or whoever. Typically, that means the price is going to be driven down. So they're driving the price down. You'll see that you'll get a couple buy signals down here. But I usually, it's almost, like I said, an 80 to 90% chance if you run into a yellow X like that, put in a short. Close whatever you got going on or open up your other account and bust out a short. And that short will drag you all the way down. So the first yellow X was at, let's see here, get that right, 10,781. And if you would have shorted, let's see, when was that? On 23 June, 10,753. If you would have shorted, 10,547. I mean, that's a pretty decent drop. Now, if you watch the market cipher right here, you got all these humps right here. And mind you, this is the 3-minute chart. I usually don't trade off the 3-minute. I usually go off of the 5. Let me look at this section here in the 5 or the 10. The 5 makes you money every damn time. It is money. So let's see here. Every time, if you would have bought, every time on Market Cipher B tells you to, look what happens. You buy down here at 10,772, and then look where it goes. Now, I can't tell you where to exit. Neither can Face, because he just said that today. And if you would have held that for a day, roughly, you're at 11,012. And the only losing trades that I've had thus far are ones where I've misread the charts. I either pushed it in too close on the 1 minute or the 3 minute like a dumbass, and you're looking way too close. You're like looking at a magnifying glass. Now, the 1 minute and the 3 minute can be useful at times when you want to watch the live action, but in all honesty, I mean, you're not getting the bigger picture. And you want to day trade, swing trade, not really swing trade, but doing scalping and whatnot. Work off the 5 and the 15-minute. That's just my personal recommendation. That's just what I do. Not financial advice. You guys do what you want to do. But Crypto Face is offering this indicator for 0.1 BTC unless he's offering a special. You need to watch his streams, and he offers specials sometimes. And the last time I heard his stream, which was recently, he was offering, I believe, a 0.9 BTC as opposed to a 0.09 BTC as opposed to a 0.1 BTC. So that's what he's got going on. And let's see, blue waves can give good indication of a good place to exit. Yes, no, Crypto Karma, it gives you a great place to enter and a great place to exit. It tells you what's going to happen before it happens. Like, look at this, look at this, look at this. Hump here, pinch point. Hump here, pinch point. What happens after that? Down. You get the pinch point on the down line that breaks this blue line right here below the 75 right here, at least the way I'm looking at it right now. What happens after that? It pops up. You get the blue triangle. And this is going to be the blue triangle of joy, and it could be the blue triangle of death, depending on which way you're looking at it. But basically, the blue triangle tells you, that whatever happened before the blue triangle, he says, whatever happened down here, this downward shit, that's over with. Now we're going up. And then you get the confirmation with the green circle right here. You get the confirmation it's going up. It's a done deal. I don't know how else to explain it. Now, okay, guys, let me move on to Bybit. And I've got 2 accounts. This is one of my accounts. I don't know which account I'm looking at right now. Let's see here. And I'm still learning how to use this stupid thing. So you got limit trade, which you guys should know that. So you're basically going to look at your buy and your sell orders. And you're going to try and jump in. It is, I think it's almost like half price, cheaper when you do limit. Then you can do market. but market is so cheap. I think it's like 0.075% of whatever it is. That's your market. And then you got your leverage, which is here, you know, and then you can customize the leverage if you want to, or just go with whatever's there. If you guys are just starting out, I don't go over 10x personally. I mean, unless I get like a retardedly strong symbol, like if you get 2 or 3, and let me show you how this works. Let me go out to the 2-hour chart. And on Market Cipher B, if you get a double, like if you get one down here, hold on, now I'm jacking everything up. Shit. Hold on. Okay, you get a double down here or a single down here on Market Cipher B. That's your kind of clue that it's time to go long. Now, if I would get a tick like this on 10 June, this is where I would put in a very low leverage. And what I consider very low leverage, I would probably go 5, maybe 7x. And like I said, I have 2 accounts, both trade BTC and ETH. And what's cool about Bybit is you can pick BTC, ETH, EOS, or XRP, and they plan on adding more later. Yeah, that's right, PJ. It's a 0.025 for a limit. So at 0.025 for a limit order, and let me go to limit real quick here. So you can put a limit order, you can do post only. So I think that makes you into a market maker. For the more experienced traders out there, please, by all means, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just trying to figure this stuff out myself. But like I said, if you're the average Joe Schmo and you can figure stuff out by looking at pretty colors and lines and stuff like I do, then this can work for you. This can work for you. I have 2 accounts. I'm possibly opening a 3rd account where I'm probably going to drop some ETH or BTC in there. And because I'm so confident that the market is going to continue going up, I'm not really sure if we've hit the golden cross yet or not. But by and large, the market's going up, so I can long it. And when you're putting in low leverage on Bybit, I mean, okay, let's say hypothetically, I'm going to put in a 5x trade. Right now, it's dipping down a little bit. I'll do market. And like I said, the prices are so low, I really don't care. It's not like BitMEX where you're basically losing your ass going in the market and being a market taker. So let's see if I want to go 25. So if I go do a $25,000 trade right now and I say buy long, what's cool is I get this pop-up right here and I can tell it to take profit at whatever price I tell it to take profit, or I could say take profit at 25%. So it'll stop it right here, 50%, 75, or whatever. What's nice about Bybit is perpetual. In other words, you don't have to tell it when to stop. So basically, my order is going to cost me 0.425, yada, 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 BTC. Basically, the mark price I'm getting in on is 11,851. My liquidation price is $9,918. Now we're talking about going down nearly a couple grand for me to get liquidated. But wait, there's more, which I love this about Bybit. They have this really cool thing called auto margin replenishment. So what that thing does is if you've got money in the bank, so I've got 1.15 BTC in the bank roughly, and I'm only basically putting up the trade at 5x, 0.42, whatever's left in my bank, it prevents me from getting liquidated, which is absolutely awesome. It's tits, it's balls, it's freaking amazing because it's almost like a anti-rect button. So you activate the anti-rect button right there, the auto margin replacement. If you've got money sitting in your wallet, what it'll do is it'll increase or decrease your leverage accordingly, so you don't get wrecked per se. So you don't lose your ass on the trade. Which for me, it's activated a couple of times, and it's really saved me from getting liquidated. And that was just because of my learning curve, which I'm just learning what I'm doing right now. Not really. Now let's see what you got here. 10x gives you very comfortable liquid. Yes, it does. And you can go 10x, and if you've got enough sitting in your wallet, Karma, and you have auto margin replenishment activated, this sucker right here, it says, when enabled, once mark price reaches liquidation price, the system will automatically add margin from your available margin into your open position to prevent it from being liquidated. If you click it, it gives you more details and whatever and whatnot. So, let's see, what else? Tell me what you guys want to know about Bybit, guys, because this thing is ridiculously easy to use. I mean, I played with BitMEX, and I'm just like, oh, yay, a winning trade. And I'm like, oh, damn it. I'm not really winning because of freaking fees. And if you don't know which button to click and which way to go, this makes it retarded easy. It's just stupid simple. It is stupid simple. I love Bybit. I'll never use anything else. Oh, no. Let me correct myself. If ArbMex comes out and invents something really phenomenal, then I'll probably use that and Bybit, because most of my crypto is sitting here. So, okay, you go to assets. Let me show you how to deposit real quick. So you come over here to assets, and you see everything that you're holding. So I initially, when I joined the PACTG, which is the Passive Aggressive Crypto Trading Group, run by Kenny, he is IBYG. I always mess that up. Damn it. Yeah, I think it's IBYG Crypto. I had one BTC in here, exactly one, and I increased my holdings by 0.15662467. And then I started off with 2 ETH in this account, and I've added an extra half ETH. Now this is my long account that I use typically. So on my long account, I'm usually using very low leverage, and I'm going for the long haul. So if you're one of those Joe Schmoes out there and think that Bitcoin is going to 50,000, this is the account that you want to have, and you probably want to use a really low leverage so you don't get wrecked, and have your auto margin replenishment turned on and all that of this good stuff. I don't use stop losses. I did the first time I started working with Kenny with PACTG. Get a hold of him. He'll teach you some of the tricks of the trade. And what's awesome about him is once you join the PACTG, like you're in there like Flint, and you can. And it's a very small group. We all help each other out, and he helps you basically. He helps groom you, make good decisions, and he shows you some of the tricks of the trades and some of the indicators out there that help you. One of the main things he told me or taught me was that there was appreciating market cycles and depreciating market cycles that fall between certain days of the week. And one of the things that's great about that is it kind of helps you kind of plan everything out. Now, mind you, we've been on a tear lately. We're supposed to be in a depreciating market cycle, like from like Sunday to like tonight, and things have been all whacked out. So I think, what does he call that? Does he call that where's it at? Pattern reversal? I don't know. We might be in a pattern reversal for the next couple of weeks. So Waba is asking, so is the leverage just for the liquidation point? Does it actually make you more profits? Yes, it does. I tried to change it several times, and the projected P&L doesn't change. It's not going to change your profit and loss. It's going to change how much money you have at stake. So, for example, I'm trading 1 Bitcoin total. So let me go back to the main page here, and I'll show you an example. All right, so wow, I hope you're watching right now. So if I got $25,000 worth at 5x, let me put it at 10x, and let me put in one, whatever 10 Bitcoin is worth. So let's see, 10 times, so 10 Bitcoin would be like 110,000. No, that's not right. Fix this a little bit here. All right, I'm almost dealing with exactly one Bitcoin. So it's 0.9535 BTC. Wow, but if you're looking down here under the buy button, that's how much it's going to cost me to do a market sale. And you see the prices are different between longing and shorting, very, very slightly. So I have this available margin, and I'm going to be using $111,000 in contracts or USD value because I'm doing 10 times the amount. Now, I hit buy long, and it's going to tell me right here I'm going to get liquidated if it hits $10,017. No, that's the mark price of distance. Excuse me, it's $1,017 between where I'm entering and where I'm at, and where I'm basically where the liquidation point is. Estimated liquidation price right here is 10,814. So if it goes down to 10,814 and I don't have auto replenishment on, which is this auto margin replenishment, if I don't have that on, or I have nothing left, if I have it on and I have nothing left in my wallet to make up for it, then it's gonna basically, I don't know how you really say it, it's gonna mess you up. Now, mind you, watch this. If I hit this button to 25x, which is going to change my leverage, says your leverage has been successfully changed. Now, it's going to only cost me, instead of costing me almost one full Bitcoin at 25x, it's going to cost me 0.398 Bitcoin to wager $111,000. If I hit the buy long button right now, I'm going to get liquidated. 11,445, and the current price is 11,824. If Bitcoin goes down by $401.53, I have screwed the pooch. But the thing is, all you're going to lose is this. You're only going to lose 0.3891623 Bitcoin if you go that route. If you're just starting out, I would not personally recommend to go that route. If you're starting out, I really wouldn't go over 10x leverage. 10x leverage is plenty, and it gives you some wiggle room to get in and out of trades. Now, what another cool thing is with Bybit is you can lower your leverage in the middle of your order. So you get an order up, and instead of doing 25x, you say, oh, 25x, I don't want to do 25x. I want to go back to 10x so I don't get wrecked so fast. So when you do that, it went from 0.3 something Bitcoin to 0.95 Bitcoin. Now you're risking more, but you are at the same time got more space between getting wrecked. You'll say buy long. Instead of having $400 between trades, you've got 1,026 now. So Bitcoin's got to drop by $1,026 for you to get wrecked, or before your auto margin replenishment kicks in. I hope that makes some sense to you. So what do you guys think, folks? I'm probably going to cut this stream off here pretty soon. I have no idea how long I've been going for. I guess I've been going for a minute. Let's see here. Does it tell me? I can't see shit right now. Well, anyway, that is Bybit in a nutshell. That is Market Cipher in a nutshell. And here's my ETH chart right here from Market Cipher. It's got all the flagger Creation here. I usually take the SR off. I usually use SR by itself, and that is a lot easier to read right there. So for ETH on Market Cipher, if you're trading ETH on Bybit, let me fix this real quick here so you see the little green dots. If you see two green dots together, close together like this, right here, that is an excellent buy point. You have reached the bottom, especially if you hit two in a row like that. And this is the 1 hour chart. You hit two green dots in a row on Market Cipher B, you buy right there. And you hold on for dear life because it's probably, now you see it tapered off and you're probably getting paid. So you see, you would have bought, say you bought on the first one on the 18th, the second one, let's see, the 18th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, buy again, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. And then where would you be right now? So you would have bought at $261 and made it all the way up to $318. Or even if you wrote it up to here, $313. You're still killing it like gangbusters. Absolute gangbusters. So you were putting the actual USD amount you thought you had, and the leverage would automatically use your funds available. No, Waba, it doesn't work like that, man. And like I said, in the description, you have my link for Bybit. If you want to keep supporting my channel, and I know I've been gone for a long time, and there's no excuse for that. I know I've got some people with hurt feelings out there and stuff like that, but I didn't mean to. You know, it's really hard to get motivated, retire from the military, be a father of three, a very wonderful wife. You got to take care of, man. I mean, I love her to death, love her more than anything in this world. Never going to let her go. And she's been supporting me with all this stuff. So I want to share my experience because I've tried BitMEX before on my own, just working off of the stochastic indicator and the RSI. And sometimes it would work out, and other times it didn't work out so great. And, oh, yeah, if you guys want to see my profit charts, let's see here. Let's go here. Let me figure out where this stupid stuff's at. Let's see. I think it's in account and security. I think it's, let me see here. No, it's probably right here in account. All right. So it tells you basically every step that you take on the platform. No, we have to go into details here. Manage wallet address. Oh, here we go. Closed profits and losses. So it's showing me right here. I closed my P&L right here. So 0.1 on this day. And I only recently just started working with BTC. So 0.06 here, 0.0123, 0.02, 0.01. And these are the quantities. This is the dollar amount that I was wagering or risking or whatever you want to call it. Entry price, exit price. So here's my entry price here. I got it at 93.61, got out at 97.63. Money. That was actually my biggest gain ever too. I can't remember. Now, it doesn't tell you what leverage you used, unfortunately. But here, I had $36,000 worth. I came in at 98.29, got it at 99.90, basically like 10,000. I got out there, perfect. 0.06 BTC, winning. So you go down here, you can pick here ETH USD. All right, so here are my ETH gains. So I came in at $23,450 worth of ETH. Came in at 93.61. Got out at 97.63. What the hell? That doesn't seem right. Oh, wait, I have to hit the search button. Sorry, that didn't make any sense. All right, that makes more sense there. So came in at 249.91, got out at 255. Now with ETH, like with Bitcoin, you're going to go, you can go hundreds of dollars and make gains. You know what I mean? Or you can go thousands sometime. But with ETH, anything over like $2, $3, $4 up, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Now, if you're on a downward trend, don't forget the dollar cost average downward. I mean, I didn't really do too much shorting yet, man. Shorting doesn't feel good to me. And honestly, on the market cipher, there are indicators for shorting, but there's more indicators for going long. So on market cipher B, when you get down here, like let me get the ETH right here. When you get down here and you see these double green dots on market cipher B, you can just look at it. You see it shoot straight up. It's a massive shoot up. And then you get this green confirmation right here on market cipher A. You know it's party time, baby. You know it's party time. So look down in the description, hit up Crypto Face's page, hit him up, and get a hold of this indicator. It is golden. You guys are looking for the secret sauce. This is the secret sauce. And if you want somebody to counsel you, if you cannot afford Crypto Face, Whale Crew for 0.1 BTC, I know a guy named IBYG Crypto, and he is in the chat right now. And IBYG, hold on one second, man. I'm going to hook you up. You need to check out his YouTube page. And my computer is a little on the slow side. I'm going to try and catch up as fast as I can and post a link to his YouTube page. Watch his videos. They are absolute gold. Oh. Can't spell. All right, let me see what we got here. All right, where are you? I am your main subscriber. I am your number 118 guy. Where are you? I'm looking through all my subscriptions right now. There you are, IBYG Crypto. I'm going to post his link right here in the chat. Check him out. He is an absolutely awesome dude. And he will teach you a thing or two about trading crypto. And you can inquire about his prices. I think they are about 3 to 4 times less than whatever Crypto Faces are. Crypto Face, if you're watching this stream, absolutely no offense to you. I cannot even afford your whale group right now. I mean, I can, but I'm trying to stack my sats. You know, I only got 1 Bitcoin to my freaking name, and I'm trying to build up that. Thank you, IBYG. Thank you, Kenny. Appreciate your kind words. Guys, I've got people tapering off. I've only got, I think we got up to like 20 some watching. Make sure you smash that like button. I got about 7 people watching right now. I think I'm going to cut us off for the night, guys. But please like, share, and subscribe what you're seeing and what you're watching right now. Make sure you look into the description under this video. It is a wealth of knowledge. A wealth of knowledge is out there. And get it while it's still cheap. Get it while it's still cheap. And if I've misspoke Crypto Face, or if I misspoke Flopping Groper, or Kenny, if I misspoke at all during this stream, sincerest apologies. Like I said, I had a couple cocktails and a beer right now. Definitely I'm feeling very relaxed, but I'm definitely not feeling inebriated by any stretch of the imagination. Happy trading, folks. And this is the Crypto Soldier signing off with over and out. Have a good night. I can just get this thing to work. All right. Have a good night, folks. Thanks for meeting me on the stream. And if you have any other questions or information, it's all in the description. Check it out.